Okay, how's everybody doing today? It is October 28th, 11:30 a.m. here in San Diego, California, and it looks like Bitcoin is actually having a pretty good day. It's up 69,000. Hopefully today will break 68. Hopefully today it breaks 70,000. If it breaks 70,000, then I think we've got a pretty good chance of holding these gains, and that's what I think is happening with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's on a good trajectory. I don't know if it's because Trump is looking stronger and stronger in the polls, and people are just going to expect Trump to win. I think in my opinion, he's a pretty good shot to win. In fact, let's look at the predictive market. Um, yeah, Trump's got 59 cents to buy Trump, actually 60 cents with the spread, and then 45 cents on Kamala Harris. So yeah, I think Trump is got a pretty good shot of winning this election. And if he does, he's promised so much to so many people. And of course, Bitcoin is one of the places where he's put a lot of emphasis on Bitcoin. Saying Bitcoin is going to be held by the U.S. government. Bitcoin's going to be something that everybody's going to want to own, and don't sell your Bitcoin. And he says all this stuff that's very pro Bitcoin. Of course, he panders to everybody, including everybody he panders to, but he's pandered very heavily to the Bitcoiners. So I expect this to go up in the next few days. It's the 28th. You only got a little over a week left before it's election day. So I think Bitcoin's probably going to hold this, maybe go up a little bit more. But anyway, this is interesting times. Interesting times to look at things like Bitcoin, and interesting times as far as the election's concerned, and jobs, because this election's about jobs. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about jobs in the future, because there's an interesting parallel going on, an interesting dynamic going on right now that I want to bring light to. So as we said, it looks like Trump's pretty much got, and there's a lot of people have come out in favor of Trump here recently. You got Elon Musk, you've got Joe Rogan, you got Franklin Graham, all these people, Hulk Hogan, all these people have gone out and said that Trump is the person that's going to hopefully be the best president for the United States. I'm still cautiously optimistic that I don't know if Trump's going to get elected or not, but I'm worried about Donald Trump. I've made videos about that before. The main reason I'm worried about Trump is because of stuff like this. J.D. Vance once compares Trump to the Hitler. Now they're running mates. So, Vance, a smart guy, looks at Trump and goes, yeah, he's like the America's Hitler. But then when it becomes time to become a vice president running mate, then all of a sudden he says, oh, no, I didn't really know him that well. And, I was wrong. And he wasn't as bad as I thought he was. Another person pretty smart guy, Ted Cruz, he once called Ted Cruz blast Trump. He's a pathological liar. Well, we all know he's a pathological liar. That's been proven over and over again. So you got the two people that are really supporting Trump the most is the senator from Texas, who says he's a pathological liar, and his running mate, who said he's America's Hitler. So is that a guy that wants to set up, he wants to do a lot of crazy things. You don't have to, dig too deep in to see what Trump is proposing. And if you're someone that's like a Franklin Graham, who just thinks Franklin Graham pledges support for Trump, he just says, hey, it's the best choice, the lesser of two evils. We're just going to go ahead and support Trump, even though he's talking about doing federal task forces to enforce Christian behavior, which is, in my opinion, probably the most Nazi thing you could do, is to create a task force to go out and enforce Christian behavior among people, because now you define what Christianity is. And when you do that, you actually are doing something that's not Christian, and it's not something that the United States is built on, the framework of the United States, which is freedom of religion, that you should be able to choose Christianity and follow the Christianity you want to follow, and not the Christianity the government wants you to follow. So all these things are very, they're very anti-Christianity, but at the same time, this is where the Christians are going. And this is really scary to me. That's why I'd rather not vote at all and make videos. So that's what I'd rather do. I'd rather make videos than vote at all for either one of these candidates, because I'm not in favor of the other one either. She's horrible. She's terrible. The more you hear her talk, the worse it gets. And that's why Trump is getting so much support right now. But the thing I want to talk about most is I want to talk about jobs, because one of the guys that's really pushing Trump right now is going to all of his rallies. He's setting up rallies himself. In fact, he's pulling a Mr. Beast. If you know who Mr. Beast is, he's the biggest guy on YouTube, and his more recent videos, I don't ever watch his video, haven't watched one of his videos. Although I had an opportunity to be in one of his videos. My daughter had an opportunity to be in one of his videos, and she deferred it to me to see if I wanted to be in Mr. Beast's video. And I declined. I said, nah, it was something. But my daughter had an opportunity to be in one of Mr. Beast's videos. He reached out to her and asked her to be in one of his videos. And like she declined, said, recommended me. And then, I didn't want to be in it either. So, but anyway, Mr. Beast, his new videos are about giving away things, giving away houses, giving away millions of dollars. So he doesn't make content video anymore. He just does giveaways. And that's making a lot of content. I mean, making his content very popular. And of course, keeps him up there as one of the top YouTubers on YouTube. That's what Elon Musk's doing now. So if you sign one of his petitions, and he's just giving away $1 million a year to certain random people that are signing petitions that he's setting out there and stuff that he's hoping to get support for, because he's now supporting Donald Trump. But Trump has gone hard after people needing jobs. He's after people that, bringing jobs back to America, making sure Americans have jobs, making sure we don't have companies that go overseas and create jobs and then bring the product back and sell in the United States. He's going to put tariffs on those, which a lot of people say equates to a sales tax. But he says, no, it's not a sales tax, because if they make it outside the United States, it's a sales tax. But if he brings it, or a tariff tax, but if he brings it back in the United States, it's not. So he's trying to get these companies that are outside the United States, in China, that are making products, to actually bring work back to the United States and build plants in the United States, which is his way of getting jobs. But then his number one support system right now is Elon Musk. Elon Musk is really pushing Trump. And I noticed when Musk started saying that he's supporting Trump, Trump started going up in the polls. So a lot of people admire Elon Musk. I mean, he's kind of a Steve Jobs of today's world. He's a visionary. He's creating technology that people like, the cars, SpaceX, technology in sky, making internet more available around the world, places where it can't be found. You put a little disc up, Starlink, and you get automatic. He's got these rockets that are going up into space and coming back and landing back on the same pad. So a lot of people look at him and go, yeah, he's a visionary. We like Elon Musk, and we want him to be somebody that has input into how politics and government is run. But this is something Elon Musk is doing, and why Trump is trying to get more people to work, Elon Musk is trying to put people out of work. And here I found this quick clip. I'm going to play it for you so you can see what Elon Musk's thinking is as far as the future is concerned of jobs. Let me get back to the beginning here on this. Okay, here's Elon Musk.
We have for the first time, we will have for the first time something that is smarter than the smartest human. And that, I mean, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where...
Okay, I'm going to stop it just for a second, just because I don't want to get demonetized over this playing somebody else's content.
No job is needed. You can have a job if you want to have a job for sort of personal satisfaction, but the AI will...
So he said no job is needed. So he basically says technology is going to take over all jobs.
Be able to do everything. So I don't know if that makes people comfortable or uncomfortable.
Yeah, that does make people, so what are you going to do for work? You only work if you want to work because you have some satisfaction to work, but there'd be no jobs. So Trump is saying, hey, jobs, jobs, jobs. Elon Musk says, no, we're going to replace jobs with AI, artificial intelligence. There's tons of videos about robots and everything like that. So this is why Donald Trump is so illogical in what he does and says, because he's completely supporting somebody like Elon Musk, saying we got to listen to Elon. Elon's a visionary. He knows so much about what's going on in technology. But at the same time, he's telling Americans, people around the world, hey, we need more work for people, more work for more jobs. So this is why I'm not a big Trump fan, because I don't know what direction he's going to take. He's a Christian nationalist. If he is a Christian at all, I mean, like Cruz says, he blasts Trump for being a pathological liar. That's not a Christian trait. It's not to be a pathological liar. Vance is calling him America's Hitler. That doesn't sound like someone that has Christian values. So I think Trump is definitely got a lot of issues, and I'm not sure that he's a choice that should be should be a president again, although he's president once. But I think he'd be a completely, entirely different president this time around. And I don't think people should be fooled by his first term in office. First time he was in office in 2016. I don't think people should be persuaded that that's the way he's going to be this time. He could be entirely different. And based on what he's saying, he will be entirely different. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.